Dear students, this is the very first assignment we are solving as a part of this class. So this assignment is just to get you started back into Excel. Many students, when applying for data analyst type of roles, are required to pass an Excel test as a preliminary step. So this is one of those real assignment model based on a practice test from a local tech company that had that offered the job applicants to take this test. So this assessment is particularly relevant when hiring for roles that require working with data, such as data analyst, business analyst, financial analyst, market research analyst, and etc. These roles involve tasks like data manipulation, analysis, visualization, reporting, and Excel is a very widely used tool for performing these tasks. By evaluating these subskills, employers can identify candidates who possess the necessary competencies to work with data efficiently, make data-driven decisions, and contribute to the success of the organization. So let's look at this file. So the very first thing is I will highly recommend you guys to download the provided file. And yeah, just open it. And when you open in the very first set, that is the data sheet, this is the view you will be seeing. So it starts with the table like this that has first name, last name, month hired, mobile phone, work phone, date of birth, work email, employment status, company name, employment count, etc. And here there are several names out here. If I have to quickly socialize myself, familiarize myself with what this data is, I quickly read the top column names, headers. And yeah, total looks like there are 21 data points over here. So 21 names over here. And these are the last names and the accompanying data is provided over here. And it looks like this is a one whole table. The very first question that has been asked, it says sort by last name and first name. So yeah, excellent. I'm going to select all of these entities together. Then I'm going to go to data tab, and here there is filter that says sort. I'm going to click on it, and a window like this pops up. It says sort by. I'm going to select. So as per this question, I'm supposed to select last name and then first name. So I'm going to select last name, add a level, and the next is then by first name, and then I'm going to click OK. So yeah, my first task is completed. The second question asks me to summarize by employment status, that is create a table counting number of people who are working full-time, part-time, contractor, etc. So in order for me to find that information is I quickly scroll through and looks like, yeah, there is this column named employment status, and there are some terms I'm seeing: part-time, contractor, intern, full-time, part-time, and so on. So yeah, looks like this is my column. So I'll quickly apply data filters just to browse and socialize myself to understand what is the content of the whole column. So when I applied these filter on the very top header, very first row, again, yeah, like small boxes like these appear. So I'm going to elaborate, and I'm seeing here there are 4 different categories within employment status. The first one being contractor, full-time, intern, and part-time. So great. Yeah, so these are the 4 categories I'm supposed to summarize. And now my next task is to count the number of people under each of these category. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all of these. Select first, right click, copy, and I'm just going to paste it over here and say column M. I'm going to paste. So the next thing is I'm going to remove duplicates. Yeah. So again, everything is selected out here. I'm going to say remove duplicates. So you can see within the data tab, there is a sub tab over here that says remove duplicates. I'm going to remove them. And it is asking me within a column M. I'm going to say OK. Yeah. So it is telling me 17 duplicate values found and removed. 4 unique values remain. Note that counts may include empty cell spaces, etc. In this case, that's not the case. So yeah, we don't have to worry. Yeah, I just make it bigger. And here it is telling me, yeah, I think there is an order given: full-time, part-time, contractor, etc. So I will just try to reshuffle. So full-time, part-time, A, B, C, D, doesn't, yeah, well, I can't sort it. So no worries. I will just reshuffle here. So full-time, part-time. Next is contractor. And the last one being intern. Select them all and drag all the way up so that, yeah, I'm just making it much more presentable, tidy looking. So yeah, these are the four categories I'm supposed to summarize. And the next term I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the COUNTIF function equals to COUNTIF and COUNTIF within what? So I'm going to select all of these cells, comma, look for a number that is this M2 full time in this case and close the bracket. So say enter. So it is telling me there are 8 counts of full time within this selection out of these 21. And yeah, I'm going to drag. But again, if I drag, the problem is the whole selection will drag by one step in case of part-time and two-step by in case of contractor and three-step in case of intern. So that's not what I want. So I will go with absolute fields. Yeah. So in order for me to do that, I just double click. Yeah, show this whole formula. Now I will select this and see function F4 in terms of window. It's adding a dollar signs over here. Same thing I'm going to do over here. So function F4, it did, it created absolute values. So that's what I'm wanting, and I'll leave M2 as is without absolute, and then going to click enter. And now I'm going to drag all these to the rest of 3 fields also. So yeah, I'll just double check. Yeah, looks like the fields are correct. So these are the counts I got. Yeah, so indirectly I have completed a second step also, that is summarizing the employment status. Just one more check is again is like you see, if I select all of these, it is telling me there are 21 counts. And just to make sure these are the count is correct, well, I can manually count or or select all these, get 21, or there is a function called as sum, auto sum. So I'll go in the home tab, and within home tab there is a sub this function called as auto sum. So auto sum all these, I'm going to say yes, it's 21. So that confirms that the count is correct. So that completes my second part also. Now the next question says extract the area code from the mobile phone number. So again, I'll quickly browse through and see. It looks like there is a mobile phone number, and within that I'm supposed to extract the area code. So the first three digits are the area code. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to insert a column here over here, and I'm going to name it as area code. Enter. And here I'm going to use the left function. So equals to left, and I'm looking for 3 digits here. So I'm going to say 3 left of this and comma 3 and enter. It is giving me those 3 digits. Yeah, so I'm going to drag the formula down, and when I quickly browse through, looks like everything has been done correctly. Well, it's intended on very left side, so I'm going to intend somewhere in the center, and something like this. So this completes my third step as well. My fourth step says that extract the last 4 digits from your work phone number. Yeah, so I'll quickly socialize, browse through, and looks like this is my work phone number. And it is telling me to extract the last 4 digits. So I'm going to insert one more column right next to the work phone. I'm going to say insert, and I'm going to name it as last 4 EIGITS and enter. And this time I'm going to use the right function. So equals to RIGHT bracket, select this, comma 4, and I'm going to say close the function. It completed my command, and then I'm just going to double click, and looks like visually checking everything looks correct to me. And I'm going to center it somewhat like this, and this completes my fourth part as well. The next question asks extract birth year from date of birth. So when I quickly browse through, here is the date of birth I can see. So I'm going to add a column over here. In fact, I'm going to add a couple columns, and I will tell you why. And here I'm supposed to extract birth year. So I'm going to give a header PIRTH birth year. And when I check the birth year over here, you can see it is formatted as a date over here. So the way Excel tracks date is it counts the number of days from January 1st, 1900. So for example, here it says 7/9/1971. if I right click it and say format cells, and if I yeah, here it's selected formatted as a date. If I go to general, it is telling me it's 26,123, meaning from January 1st, 1900 until today, the number of days are 26,123. So that's what it means. I will cancel this out. So the reason I told you is, yeah, let's proceed forward and I will explain. So I'm going to type a command over here saying equals to YEAR bracket and select this date over here and close it out and say enter. It is giving me some number. And again, yeah, it's an Excel thing it did. So for me to correct this, all I have to do is, you see it is formatted as a date. I'm going to select it as a general and it is giving me 1971. Yeah, it is coming back. So that's how I'll be, yeah, getting the date, yeah, the birth year from the data given. And again, I'll, yeah, like intended rightly, say it's somewhere in the middle. There is one more way to do it. Yeah, in fact, there are many ways to do it. Let me show you a second way as well. So here is a column. I'm going to say birth year, BIRTH here again. And again, this is more of a funny one. I'm going to say text, TEXT. And again, it is asking for a value and format of the text. So again, I'm going to select yeah, this date over here. Then I'm going to give a format that is, and this is the syntax you're supposed to use format. Uh, Start in the quotations, YY, or close it out, enter, and it is giving me 1971 again. I just yeah, drag it all the way down and it is giving me the dates. And I sent it out. So by doing this, I found the yeah, answer to the fifth question, that is extract birth year from the date of birth. Question 6 is asking you to calculate their ages. So I'm going to add a couple of columns over here. Yeah, and I'm going to give a header saying age, and let's say age as of December 31st, 2023. So yeah, we know the date of birth, we know their birth year, and that has been calculated. And as of now, 2023, what is the age? That's what we are supposed to find it out. So here is the function I'll be using, equals to, say, 2023 minus their birth year. I'm going to press enter. Again, Excel is doing its thing. So yeah, it is getting formatted as a date. So all I'm going to do is change it as a general, and this is their age I got. When I change it to general, I'm going to track the same thing all the way down. So this is one way of doing it. Second way of doing it is, yeah, let's say if I want to know their age uh, as of say 2024, whatever day today is, yeah, 9th of January 2024. So there is a function called as say today. Here is the syntax. I will type it down. So equals to TODAY, and I have to close the whole parenthesis, both of them. I don't have to fill anything. And if I press enter, it's going to give me the current date, today's date. So this is what it is. So yeah, there is another way to do it is, yeah, I'm going to delete this again and let's start it. So equals to say year of today, parenthesis open, parenthesis closed, and then parenthesis closed for the whole today, minus. So this will get the year, this year, yeah, 2024, minus the year of their birth, which is, I can select either of these. So I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to say enter. And Excel is again going to do its own thing. So all I'm going to do is change this format to general. And yeah, as of 2023, their age was 53. 2024, their ages. Sorry, the 2023, the age was 52, and 2024, the age is 53. I'm going to drag all the way down. And yeah, this completes my question number 6 as well. Next, question number 7 is asking how many work for companies with greater than 500 employees, but less than or equal to 1,000 number of employees. So I just move it over here. Yeah, since we added so many columns, this table shifted. So yeah, let's go over here. And here is the column that tells us the number of like employee count per company. So I just try to get a feel over here. So yeah, like the filters are already applied, but yeah, let me just unselect. And yeah, this is how I'll be applying the filters. So yeah, boxes like this will be shown. So I'll make this bigger and I'm going to get a feel. So there is one company that yeah, has least number, which is 9, and the highest is 8,200. So everything, yeah, so this is the range. from 9 to 8,200 is the range of, yeah, like employees within this 21 companies which are being processed right now. We are processing the data. And the question is companies with greater than 500 and less than 1,000. So there are multiple ways we can do it. The first one is, yeah, like I have to go to this filter, make this bigger and see apply number filters. And I'm not looking for equals, does not equal to, not greater than or equal to, and less than. So yeah, the answer is somewhere between here. So I'm going to select this. And here, yeah, the first criteria is greater than or equal to. But again, I'm looking for greater than only. So I'll go here and change it to say is greater than and enter the number 500. Second criteria is less than or equal to 1,000 employees. So I'm going to change this to greater than or equal to 1000 and I'm going to click OK. So it is telling me, oops, there is a mistake, I can tell. See, greater than 500, oh yeah, 500, and this is less than or equal to 1000. Yeah, so this is your answer. So these are the 4 companies that have employees from 500 to 1,000. Yeah, so this is the first way of doing it. Second way is, yeah, I just go ahead and clear these filters. Yeah, I just click this. Yeah, for clear and it will go away. And I'll just take all the filter part out. Second way is to do a conditional formatting. So for that, I'll go to this home tab, and here is your conditional formatting. And before hitting that tab, I'll just go ahead and select all these cells together, and then I'll click on conditional formatting. And here there are multiple options out here. I'm just going to select this, highlight cell rules. And within that, I'm not looking for greater than only, not looking for less than only, but I'm looking for between. So I'll select this between. And it is telling me format cells that are between. So I'll give the lower limit, which is 501, that is greater than 500. And yeah, like less than, which is 1000. And I'll click OK. So it is telling me there are these 4 companies who has employees from 500 to 1,000 number of, yeah, like employees count. Yeah. So this is second way of doing it. That completes our question number 7. I will go ahead and remove the conditional formatting. And there are again like a couple different ways to do it. First way is go to this, yeah, conditional formatting again and select manage rules and select the rule that we want to delete. And yeah, you can hit delete rule, it will take it away. Second way is I'll go over here and say I'll clear rules, and let's say clear rules from the entire sheet. Yeah, so I'm going to, yeah, so it will remove any rule that is within the entire sheet. So now let's go to the next question, which is 8. Question is question number 8. Create a table with size categories. By this, they mean that you know, the size of like a company employee count. So for that, let me initiate a new table. Let's say I will start over here. Say, yeah, I'll start with a greater than category. Second one is less than category. And third one is say count, COU, count of the number of employees between that range. Yeah? Just use standard, so T capital. And let me name this table as say, as per the question size category. So I'll say company size or size category. Yeah, so this is my yeah, name of the table. And yeah, I think we already saw the range. The minimum was somewhere like 9 and highest was 8,200. Let me add those data and just try to get a feel of what is the min and max. So minimum is 9, highest is 8,200, and everything is between. And when I quickly glance through, yeah, two digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 2. So there are 5 2 digits, 1 single digit. So like less than 100. Yeah, couple in hundreds, couple in 200s, 1 in 300s, 1 in 4. Yeah, well, couple in 400s, 1 in 500s, and so on. So awesome, that's a good feel to get. And again, since this didn't specify what are the categories, yeah, well, in this case, since it's a test, feel free to use your numbers. So in this case, I'll just use my own number. So I'll say 0 to say 100. That is my first category. Second one, I'll say 101 to 250. That's my second category. Third one, I'll say 251 to say 500. Next one I'll say 501 to say 1000, and next one I'll say everything that is greater than 1000. Yeah. So yeah, I created those categories. Yeah, as per my best understanding based on the field we got. Then we are going to use the count ifs statement. Yeah, so let's get started with it. So here is the right syntax. I'm going to start with equals to COUNTIFS. Yeah, make sure you use the S here because you are going to use multiple count ifs category criteria. I'm going to either hit tab or yeah start a bracket. Now it is asking me the range through within which it is supposed to look for the count. Yeah, so I'm going to select all these cells. So this is the range. Then I'm going to say comma. Now this is kind of funny. Yeah, this is the way countifs work. So you have to start with a quotation, and I'm going to give a condition, say greater than or equal to. In this case, yeah, 0 is my number, so I can either yeah, there is a way I can use this cell or I can just put 0. I'll show you the both ways. So in this case, I'm going to start with, so I'm just going to put a number 0 and close the quote. Then I'm going to start with the second criteria. I'm putting a comma, and then I'm going to select this, the entire cell, yeah, all the selection again. And I'm going to, yeah, then I'm going to start, put a comma again, start with a quote, and then I'm going to say less than or equal to, oh, sorry, equal to, and put the number that is 100 over here, this one. So I'm going to say 100, close the quote, close, and yeah. So by this, it is telling me there are 6 number of companies with employees 0 to 100 count. Yeah, the second way of doing it is most of the part is exactly the same in countifs. So equal to COUNTIFS, close, and yeah, again the same range. I select the same criteria range. Then start with a quote, and here also I'm going to say greater than or equal to. I'm going to close the quote, and then I will say ampersand sign or this and sign, and then I'm going to select this cell, which is yeah this one. So instead of so you see the difference. Instead of putting the number 0 over here, I'm going to select this cell, and then I'm going to put comma. Then I'm going to select yeah the same range again. I'm going to put the higher criteria. Yeah, I selected it. Then I'm putting a comma again. Then I'm going to start with another quote, and then this time I'm going to say less than or equal to 100 is my number. So I'm going to close it, and I'm going to say ampersand again and or the and sign ampersand, and I'm going to select this yeah T11, and I'm going to close this whole thing. Yeah, all the syntax looks correct. Yeah, enter. So yeah, it did the calculation. Oh, great. Mistake happened, but I'm very glad this mistake happened so that we are seeing a live demo of what things are right, what things are wrong. So the good thing is the new way did work, and we are getting the exact same answer. The only difference is well, while like doing this using the second way, I made the same selection, that is 0 and 100 instead of 101 and 250. So that's why I'm getting the same number 6. So that is telling me, we tried the same formula or same way of countifs in 2 different ways, and we are getting the same answer. So that's a confirmation validation. Now let's go ahead and correct this. Yeah. So instead of putting this S11 or 0, I'm supposed to use this S12 or 101. So I'm going to change this, select and say S12. Same is the case over here. Instead of using T11, I'm supposed to select T12. Yeah. Then I'm going to select enter. And yeah, so this is telling me there are 4 number of companies between employees 101 to 250. And since we know the formula works, I'm just going to drag it all the way down. So it is telling me there are 3 number of companies with employee count of 251 to 500, and there are 4 number of companies with employee count of 51 to 1000, and everything is remaining is greater than this. And we know the count is 21 over here, and so far it's 17. So yeah, let me just finish this using COUNTIF only. So equal to, I can, yeah, since we have only one criteria, I can just do COUNTIF, or I will continue with COUNTIFs, it doesn't matter. So COUNTIFS, I'm going to start it and select the cell, and I'm going to say comma, start with the quote, and this I'm going to say greater than or yeah, greater than equal to 1000, and close the quotes and close, and yeah 4. And just to check my work, yeah, I'll just This is, yeah, most of the guys do this. I also, yeah, try to prefer it. So just do the auto sum part over here. So I'll just click on this cell and click on auto sum. So it is telling me, yeah, this already is counting. So I'll click enter. I'm getting 21. So that validates that this count is as good as this. So this is all inclusive. So this analysis is correct. So this completes our question number 8 as well. That is create a table with size categories. The next question, number 9, how many were born in June? So again, I'm going to the right column over here. It talks about, yeah, the date of birth. So I'm going to add a column over here, insert, and similar to the command, yeah, let me just write the header over here. Say month, yeah, month of birth month. So here I have stated birth here, so I'll use it as a birth month. So similar to this command over here that says equals to year, and then we selected the date. Here I'm going to use equals to month month. I'm going to select the same date, close and enter. Again, Excel is going to do its thing because it is yeah, formatting is as a date. I'm going to change it to general, and it is going to pick the date like the month over here, that is 7. I'm going to drag it all the way down, and again I will enter it to the center. So this is telling me all these individuals and sorry, yeah, it is telling me the month in which the birth date was there. And here my question is born in June. So I'm going to just say born in June equals to, yeah. So again, here I'm going to do a countif over here, equals to COUNTIF, sorry, IF, start a bracket, select a range, the same range, comma, again quotes, and I'm going to say equals to, and June is what? January, February, March, April, May, June. So 6th month. I'm going to say equal to 6. Quotes closed, bracket close, enter. So looks like there is only one. 6666. Yeah, there is only one. Yeah. So this, yeah, this completes this step as well. So we did a count of born in June, and there is only one. So maybe I'll highlight it with a green over here. Then the next question says sort month higher so that it goes from January, February, March, etc., not alphabetically. Yeah. So let's go and find a column that has a header saying month higher. So yeah, here is your month higher. So I'm going to click any cell in this column over here. And now I'm going to go to the sort. Let's go to data sort. Yeah. So going to the data tab and select selecting the sort. And I'm going to remove this layer, and in the next layer I'm going to say let's go with month hired, and you see what happens if I select sort by month hired, and if I click OK, it's going to go to by the alphabetical order, so A, B, C, D until Z, and so on. But again, the question says not alphabetically, it must go from January, February, March. So let's go and change few things within the sort filter. Yeah, so again I'm going to go to sort over here. This part is very correct. Then I'll go to the right side, and here it says order. So I'm going to elaborate this, and there is a custom list out here. And again, Excel has this beautiful way where you can create your own custom list based on whatever entities you have. But in this case, in the question asks specifically Jan, February, March, and so on. And here looks like the months are spelled out fully. So instead of going with Jan, Feb, March, I'll just select the full name. So say January, February. So let's go with this rule, custom rule. I'm clicking OK. I'm clicking OK again, and then looks like it did it correctly. So January, February, March, it is going in like monthly order. So that's what the question says. So this completes our question number 10 as well. Now let's go to question number 11. It says extract the username. In bracket, it says the part to the left of the @ symbol from the email address. Yeah. So yeah, you're supposed to find a username, email address. So let's go and find where the email address is. It looks like here it is. So I'll center it a bit, and I'll go ahead and add one more column over here. Sorry, column add, insert. Yeah. So again, like it said, so the username is all the text to the left of @. So it looks like all these are the emails. And what we are supposed to do is just extract the email addresses from all these. Yeah. So yeah, let's say I will give it as a header as username as my header out here. And yeah, so as per Excel, the straightforward the format, the command here is equals to, I say text before, text before, before, all single word. I'll start the function. I will select yeah. So it is asking me the text I'm looking for. So this is my text. So I'll select this cell out here, and then I will say comma, and then I will quote it again. And again, the limiter I'm looking at is yeah, the delimiter I'm looking at is this @. So I'll enter @, and I will close the quote. I'll close the whole bracket itself and press enter. And yeah, this is what I got. So this is my username. Yeah. So I'm going to drag it all the way down. And when I quickly, well, let me center it out everything so that it is rightly intended. So yeah, Lex Luthor, Meryl Streep, John Wayne, quickly Bruce Willis, Bill Gates, Larry Swank, and the last one, Jackson McDonald. So everything looks like done correctly. So yeah, even this question is answered, question number 11. So this completes our entire this assignment and the 11 questions.